Now then guys, welcome back to another episode on the Utopia³ server, and I am planning something out, planning some builds out, so I thought I'd bring you in at this stage. Last episode we finished off and sorted out all of the different seed samples, and now we've got this potential for a building. Now I don't particularly like the fact that it's a windmill, but I do like the sort of size and shape of the structure, and it does fit in nicely into the space that I'm giving it. So this episode, the first part of this episode, we're going to have a look at a few things to build, and then I'm going to cut away, spend a day or so building everything, and then we're going to come back and see what it's all like, and hopefully that'll make for a good episode. So yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to get up here, but it fits. Like, literally, it fits into the water streams here, look. These struts, the legs of it, fit perfectly on. And this central piece here fits perfectly onto my platform. So it's a perfect shape for the build. And it's fairly steampunky. It's from a steampunk build, so it's pretty good. But I think I'm going to leave the windmill off and just use the innermost shape of it. Build that out, and then bring things out like almost like viaducts coming out to drop water down into the farms. So we'll see how that goes. So there's something that I'm going to be building over the course of the next day. Thank you for the bell, cat. Over the course of the next day. And there's other things that I want to take. So we're going to go into a creative world where I'll load up a map. And hopefully I'll remember to put all the links in the description and things as well for the map. So I'll meet you there, guys. Alright guys, so in my single player creative I've loaded this map up. And I will put a link in the description because it's from an actual server of guys who build these things all the time. And look how amazing, how cool it all looks. I do not know how to build in this style right now. I can see how they build, and I can see what it looks like, and I can do things like this. I'm sure I can figure it out, but I haven't had the practice to be able to make things this intensive, this amazing. And we're all about modded Minecraft, so I'm going to use the Schematica mod once again to take and import some of these amazing builds from these guys into my Harvestcraft place. And look at how this wheat field flows up there. And something like this is just awesome looking. And something to span the river, the lakes that I've got. It's amazing. So I'm going to be taking from this and adding it into my world on the Age of Steam to build the place. I'm going to build the place, and while I'm doing it, I'm not just going to copy literally everything that they do. I'm not just going to take a big copy of this place and just imprint this onto my world. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not just copying and pasting. While I'm copying it, I'm also going to learn how these things work, to learn how this style goes. This is my inspiration, and I'm going to use the Schematica mod to give me guidelines on how things are structured and where things go, so I can build them quickly for you guys in the Age of Steam. And the idea is, though, that I want to be making things actually have purpose. So, for instance, these fields here flowing down would actually be loads of Pam's Harvestcraft stuff, and little bushes around the places would be different coloured biome trees, different trees and things. And we'll have the odd window box here and there, so little tiny garden spaces like this, just up in the middle of nowhere, just these little tiny garden spaces. Some mushrooms up here. Little garden window boxes and things. I want to put some of my own little details in. I want to detail the place as much as I can to my personal independent view of how it should look. But I also need to get a fair bit just cracking on and get the overall sizes and shapes and inspiration from this amazing build that they've done here. So yeah, this is my inspiration. and I am going to start building some of the things from this into the Age of Steam. Just so you know that I'm completely honest, I am taking from this. I'm not going to claim it's my own ideas. I'm not going to claim it's all my stuff. But I am, like for instance this amazing structure, maybe going to terraform things and do things in their style. Quite a bit, because I really like this. I think it's really cool. One thing that I've thought about trying to do was this bridge that they've got over here. It's not exactly what I want, but I may want the houses on the bridge. And I'm thinking along the lines that this massive bridge here could have a train track coming up, have a railway coming up and across and through, straight over the bridge. So you can see around, so you can see about into the lakes. And like over there, you'd be able to see the Pam's Harvest pyramid. And over there, whatever else I'll start building and things like that. And coming through the tunnels and the like. Yeah, you get the idea, guys. You get the idea. So, I will be abusing the Schematica mod once again to try and get some of these structures built. And then I think I'm going to stage it. I think I'm going to stage it so that it's piece by piece. So I could put, say, one bit, like a bridge across, and then put one building in place, and then give that building sort of like a purpose. Like the hamburger house, the hamburger factory, and the tea processing plant, and stuff like that. And have all of these little cool features. This, to me, is an amazing build. And I want to use it. And, yeah. So, I've said enough. Now I'm going to get on with copying and pasting some of these places out of here and into my schematic file, so that I can then put them into the Age of Steam and build some really cool places. So, guys, you saw it here first, and the link is in the description. Full credit to these guys who made all of this stuff. It's amazing. So amazing that I've just got to use it. I've just got to use it, and then I can learn how to make these sort of things myself, and then I can adapt these ideas into my world in my own personal builds. So I will be back in the next clip when hopefully I've got some of it built. Alrighty then, well, it's been a little while, and I've been looking about, finding things, building things, doing things, and recharging these wands. These wands have taken a bit of time. This Perdicio has taken a long time to fill. I've filled everything else quite easily, but the Perdicio is taking its toll. I just found this, though, not far away, which has got Perdicio and Terra. So I want to take this back to base. The reason I was originally trying to sort it all out was so I had a few bits and pieces for at base. And now, unfortunately, dude, I have to break your place. Sorry, get out of the way. I will break your place, and then I will never be seen again, no doubt. Let's clear some space. I need to get underneath there with some glass even. I'm jarring it up. I want to take it away with me back to my new home. My steampunk home, my Pam's Harvest steampunky home. I want to get all of this out of the way, though, so that I can do this better. Let's see what I can chuck into here. Not a lot. I can put some of this stuff in here, I suppose. I've been out just gathering and collecting stuff that might be some use as I was looking around. So, yeah, now I got some stuff. I've been building lots. Been building an awful lot. I've got a place now that I want to show you, but I really must take this home with me. And the village itself isn't too bad. I'm quite pleased at the village itself being so close. Get off my jar, man. And I just recharged this one so that I could get one more jar of stuff. Give me that. That's important. Give me that. Yes, we got it. Okay, so rather than exploring this village, I'm going to just head straight on back home. Because I'm not that far away. I was just sort of doing like a mini circle around the place. Just recharging wands and the like. I'll have some of that while I'm here. It's another nice big node. I made myself some specs. Some nice goggles of revealing to go on the hunt. I was also hunting for apples on a tree. And also beehives. Not the forestry kind of beehives. Beehives that grow in trees. But unfortunately, I've not seen any. I've seen plenty of the forestry beehives, but I've not seen any of the Growthcraft beehives. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's hide behind this tree while we let it load in a bit. Oh, ba-da! I have been building. That sword sticking out the tree is not mine. That's Tanhan's. He has been building also. But check it out. Over the river, we now have this steampunky bridge taking shape. The one that I showed you in the clip a minute ago. Well, yeah, a minute ago to you. It's been a while for me. That's the first house built. Not exactly copy-pasted, but the overall design and layout and size and shape is pretty much exact. What I've been doing is I've been changing up the blocks once I've been... once I've had it built, I've been changing the blocks around to improvise and make things new and then decorate the inside completely different. And this bridge, just like I said, we have the rail track running all the way down it, which meant that there was an awful lot of messing about that I had to do. That doesn't go anywhere yet. But look at all the detail work I've been doing, just adding these little chisel bricks and things, little bits of chiseled cobblestone and stuff, just replacing blocks here and there, instead of sticking exactly to the original design. And up here in the house, oh, we've got a little raw materials storage space here. A jab of barrels with some cobble and that in, some cupboards from Kitchen Mod for some raw materials for buildings. For building stuff, so it's nice and easy. We have the first floor, which I haven't exactly decided on yet. I'm thinking along the lines that I may have a Steve's Carts coming up a ladder and have a factory manager or something up here. I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do with it just yet. But up here, I always get stuck on that blind. That's like a little glitchy thing that there is with that. If you get into the same block as that blind, it sort of messes with you a bit. They're blinds from Mr. Crayfish's mod. You can open them and close them and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Put up a few lamps and got a bibliocraft table and chair set. I've got myself some tunes. You can pretty much choose any of the Minecraft discs to play on the radio, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, some cats. We'll have a bit of cats. And some bits and pieces. I think this is starting to look pretty cool, but it's far from complete. Far from being complete. I've got lots of things up here. I've put some map frames up here because I'm planning on mapping the area out and having a map in this corner next to the filing cabinet. Maybe a desk in front of it, make it look like a little bit of an office space. But this is my storage. I think it's looking pretty cool. Check this. I've got an actual functioning wheel. It's not actually moving anywhere, but it's a kinetic engine from the Buildcraft Tools mod. Still got to figure out exactly what it does, but it means I've got some sort of steampunky energy source, because I can have that wheel turning and then have the energy. It looks really cool from the outside as well, which is important. It's there for looks right now. Just like the rest of it, the storage, instead of just having chests, we've got these cabinets, which don't store quite as much stuff, but they do store stuff all the same, which is good. We like. Got a little crafting station over here, my dump chest, so I can drop any rubbish that I don't want back into my AE system. A little strong box hidden under there with a few basic ingots and things. Bridges that are intending to move on to the next building. There's another one just down there as well. The door there that comes out and connects the buildings together. All very steampunky as well. I'm liking it. Next floor up. Oh, these beautiful wattle and daub from Haycraft. I just love them for this build. It just really suits, really, like, look how well it ties in with the oak wood. Wattle and daub. It looks really nice. I really like it. So I'm used it all the way around, all throughout. It gives it a really, really nice look, I feel. So there's not a lot that needs changing up, but there's a few things I still want to change up, and I want to tweak it and mess about with it. I can't just leave it alone now. I've got me bits and pieces all up here that I'm supposed to be doing, and I wanted to test that. That's why I got apples. So I don't want to test all the apples. I just test a couple of apples and see what we get from this. So open up, put some apples in. If you're not going to fruit press an apple, what are you going to do? Oh, you just hold it down and it just makes young apple cider and a piece of bone meal. How very nice of you. So it just holds down and you get cider. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I've been messing about with other things as well. These kitchen smoking rack. Not really sure what a smoking rack does yet. I think it cooks 3 things at once, by the looks of it. I haven't found anything that should be smoked yet. The kitchen mod, from what I've been looking at, is fairly unfinished. Here's a cooking stand, which looks a bit like a brew stand that you provide with heat. Again, I'm not 100% sure what happens here, but one thing I have noticed is that you put anything on it and it shows up like it's on the spit, on the fire, which is an interesting little feature. Looks pretty cool as a block. Looks very cool as a block. Over here we've got a churn, which I believe I need to put milk in and stuff like that, so I'll get onto that as well. And a barrel. Don't know what I'm doing yet. This is sort of like my testing floor. This floor, the floor between the crafting area, this is the testing area, so I can come upstairs and just test things out before I put them into the rest of the builds. A double staircase up into my personal bed chambers, which currently isn't actually very, very sexy. Yeah, plain floors and lots of plain walls, but I've started to include my magic stuff, my magic things and my magic nonsenses, which is why I wanted that node. So I got a node here, and I believe the only way to reclaim nodes at a later date is by making sure you can put them in a jar again. I was thinking about this, so I was thinking of designing it so that I could put this one, say, right there, yeah, have a node in this corner, a node in that corner, a node in this corner, and a node in that corner, and then I could jar it up and take it, and jar that one up and take it, and then jar this one up and take it, and then jar this one up and take it, if I wanted to. But some of them, like this basic aqua aura node, it's just really there for me to recharge my wand while I'm here. There's so many nodes around. If I get like a favourite node, then I'll probably just break the other nodes and get my favourite node and take all the little, what are they called? The little essences that come down from nodes when you break them. I think I'll just take those in future. Yeah. I don't think anyone else is on server right now. Nope. Let's have a quick sleep. Ba-dink. Oh, look at all them version updates. We are planning on a new update very soon on the Utopia server. Not really too long to wait now. Yeah, my setup here, I've got obviously Bibliocraft or chiseled bookshelves and Bibliocraft bookshelves above. I've got some Vintium torches from Ars Magic that I just thought I'll try those, so I made a few, stuck them around the place. Not exactly 100% that they're right for this build. I think I need lamps and things in here, but yeah, it's cool. I've got my Thorncraft research table, I've got my inscription table, I've got a link back to my main base in the overworld, and there's one back here, Mistcraft portal-wise. I just couldn't do without all the materials. I couldn't farm all this material up. I had to go back. Like hay for that, the wattle and daub. I just needed to go back and grab stuff from the AE system. I got so many resources and so little time. I just wanted to get this built. So, yeah, it's built. What? Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at this. I've got 3 and 5. 3 blue and 5 green. I haven't actually started on Ars Magic at all. So I built the stuff this time round. I think I've got an affinity here to solid bone, stone skin or whatever. I don't know where I got that from, but I've got it anyway. But I will be going through the Ars Magic stuff as well. Even though I'm not really that into the mod, I think I want to just experience it for myself. I've seen others try it. Not really that impressed by it, to be honest. There's a lot of nice, cool stuff in it, but... Thank you. And... Suck it all back up, boy. So yeah, that's the thing now. I've got a little recharging station over here for my wand, so I can mess about and do a bit of magic while crops are growing and things like that. So for now, this can all get put away. All these different crops and things I found. There's a thing you can do with apples, apparently, which I want to test out. Yeah, there we go. I can grow apples, apparently. And these become the proper apple trees that grow apples. Yeah, Growthcraft apples. Where do I want to grow it? I'm guessing I'll need to grow it out in the field somewhere. Let's go and plant it down somewhere. Oh yeah, I also... It's sort of like a little place. I'm just doing a load of little things. Like I got myself a couple of mystical drones and a princess that I'm just breeding through there. I'll make a couple more and put them down as well at some point. But I'm just doing them by hand. I'm not doing a big Funshine X type automation system or anything like that. I don't think I need to. Not yet. I did lots of bees on Series 1. And Funshine's doing loads this time around. So I don't really want to do too much with bees, but I want to do just a bit with bees, just to keep doing stuff. Maybe find magic bees, something like that. Now let's see, can I do it on a grass block? Yes, I can. So that is now an apple sapling from Growthcraft apples. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So I can actually grow one of those, and what they do is they grow up like these things over here. Yeah, that one over there. Like, it'll grow into an apple tree, but it'll have the apples growing off the bottom, like this. Pam's Harvestcraft do this, and so does Growthcraft. So that might be the first Growthcraft apple tree that I've actually found, because it was a Pam's Harvest apple tree that I found before. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll leave that for now. I want to give you a proper look at it from the point of view of where I'm at. I moved everything over from over here. All my chests and stuff that I had over here, I've moved over into that tall tower. Pretty cool looking. And the next one next to it is pretty cool looking as well. But I want to get the interior of this finished first. This is like my home away from home. My magic... upstairs, my little testing and crafting area and things like that, to where I'll keep all my storage and everything, my workers' place. And then the next place will probably have a use. Maybe apple cider. Maybe that apple tree is the start of the apple cider factory next door to it, and we'll go into the booze mod, and we've got the press it is, and things like that, and try and make all different types of booze. Who knows what that next one will be? I'm going to tinker around with things and mess about with stuff over there. All in all, it's quite a paradise here. This thing Tanhan started building. It said, do you fancy coming along and building some steampunky stuff? And he said, yeah, sure. And lo and behold, that's what he built. He hasn't finished it yet, I don't think, at all. But that looks like a big sword hilt, a big sword handle, a sword going into the tree. And then he's got like a cog started up there. It looks pretty cool. I think he's got a tough job to make something out of the tree, but he's going to make the whole tree steampunky. That's going to be Tanhan's role. He's going to have a go at that, while I stick to doing the bridge, because I've got the schematic all sorted out for that, so I can do the majority of it that way. Yeah, it's been cool. I think you'll agree. The place is looking good. I think you'll agree. But we've run out of time for this episode. I have done quite a bit of building, as you can see. I'm going to continue doing some more stuff and hopefully have the next place set and ready, or at least have the internals done. Maybe we'll do an episode on the internals, the kitchen mod and the crazed furniture mods and things like that in the next episode, so we can get the internals of that messed about with. I'll have a play with some of the different looking cupboards and tables and fridges and things like that, and see what we can come up with for next episode. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching another episode of Utopia. This was Nemsun, as always, signing out. Goodbye.